times in one weekend? Yes and no. We're not doing that. No, ma'am. Jingle with me, baby. Jingle with me. Okay, so we're getting ready for brunch. Hair's up in rollers. I'm just trying to cut on time. Put the refi all over my face. I tanned and my hands look terrible. I know I told you guys that in yesterday's episode, but I'm gonna bring it up again because once again, I can't see anything but my hands looking terrible. However, the rest of this tan looks bomb. It really do. We talked about it this morning. Like, even my ankles aren't bad, but these hands, oh my God, they just, I don't even want to talk about it anymore. It's exhausting. Exhausting. Haley, I really love that freaking shirt. Like, every time you walk by me, I'm like, that's so freaking cute. Yeah, like, I love it. Like, a lot. I got some more Fenty Skin in shade 11 because since I tanned, we had to stop by Ulta yesterday and get some because I ordered number 3. And, yeah, that wasn't gonna do it. That wasn't gonna do it. Y'all ain't gotta be quiet. Y'all can talk. I just wanted you to know. I was like, I just want you to know you didn't have to be quiet. Okay, yes, I realized that we are in a totally different setting and we were finishing this Get Ready With Me because when I looked down in the hotel, the recording button, I guess I had got in full storage or whatever, it just went off. So I literally thought I still had like 10 whole minutes. So by the time I realized that it had ended, I was really almost freaking done with my makeup because I was rushing. So we're here. Yes, my hair is not in rollers because today I washed my hair, so I'll blow dry it. So I'm gonna use my hot brush instead of rolling it. I've already put on my Refi primer. So far, I love this primer, like for multiple reasons. We'll talk about that in another video. And then I mixed number 7 and 11 because my tan is coming off, which for my hands, thank God, okay? So now that we're done with that, I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer and I'm just gonna warm up my face. Let's do a story time. So I told you guys in the last Vlogmas about what happened on Saturday, or Friday night at the Christmas party with that lady. Let's do a story time about the next night. So I literally have never been this insulted in person, literally to my face, ever like this. And it was 2 times within 1 weekend. I was like, damn, they really like are coming for me. By the way, this is in the shade 2 medium. Like I've had it for a minute, okay? So we're walking to the restroom in this bar called Tootsie's. And I understand that I do not look like, there was nothing about me that was giving country aesthetic. I get it. Like, you know, I was with the, you know, icy out wrist, you know, cute little tube top, hair was curled, full glam, you know, diamonds, girly bougie shit, right? I get it. But like, for you to just be blatantly disrespectful. So we're walking on the way to the restroom and this guy literally goes, Jesus, did you wear your bathrobe here? And I giggled and I was like, I mean, yeah, it kind of looks like one because it's a trench coat and I can be funny. I'm like, you know what? He's not wrong. This low-key does look like, kind of like a bathrobe, kind of what I'm wearing right now. And then literally, you know, I laugh it off, whatever. Haley's behind me. And then he literally goes, it's just so ugly. And I'm like, at that point, I'm like, you know, I'm still handling it well because honestly, like, I'll be real with you, I don't give a fuck. I don't care what y'all think. If I wore outfits that only people liked, well, in that case, 1, you never know your style, and 2, you'd literally always be trying to please somebody else, and that's not what we're doing in any year. Definitely not in 2022. I don't give a shit. So then Haley turns around, swings her head around, and she goes, good thing she didn't ask for your freaking opinion. And I'm like, I get it. I swung my hair a little too hard. It's coming down now. I get it, like, defending it. But I feel like my whole entire life, like, you guys have heard my, you know, small town stories, like, where I've come from and, like, all that good stuff, if you're not new here. So, like, I've just been used to, like, people not thinking what I do is okay my whole life. So I guess it just didn't strike a nerve in me, like, when the woman called me a hooker. That struck a freaking nerve in me. And I was just thinking, like, you know, like, I just want to know who raised y'all to be so rude? And I guess that's what I want to talk about. Like, if you see somebody out in the street, you know what I just realized? I didn't put on my concealer before I started this, and it's this is powder. So, ooh, you might just have to be a little cakey today because I got my concealer on. Maybe I can just do it lightly and not like actually get too close to my bronzer. So I'm using the Morphe Filter Effect in shade Light 6, neutral, of course, because I have green and blue undertones. First of all, let me give y'all advice on that. If you don't know your undertones, finding foundation is literally going to always be a stressful struggle for you. As soon as I figured out my undertones, it was so easy for me to just walk in Ulta and be like, oh, this looks kind of close. Now, when I'm in the summer, obviously I'm gonna still want to stick with a neutral undertone shade, but I can do like a neutral medium or like a golden medium neutral. You know what I'm saying? Like still stick in the neutral range because that's my actual shade and undertones, not shade, but it'll make it a lot easier on you for picking out foundation that, you know, instead of just like, remember when you were younger and you go there and try to sneak it on your wrist or something? First of all, I also match my foundation to my neck. So technically I'm completely pale. My chest and my neck still have tanner on them. So yes, this is gonna oxidize and maybe be a shade warmer than it needs to be, but that's just how I feel more comfortable. Because if you were to match things to like, I used to do it to the back of my wrist right here, and it's just it just looks too pale. Like if I had my face match my hands, I just feel like it's too pale for me, and I don't like to look that white, and it is what it is. So anyways, why would you ever see somebody and just blatantly be like, what you're wearing is ugly? One, I always want to hurt someone's fucking feelings like that. Two, what makes you think they give a shit what you think is what I want to know. What makes you think anybody cares what you think about their wearing? And I just want y'all to know, I would have probably taken this a lot better had it been from an attractive man. That's shallow of me to say, but I'm gonna be real with you. I'm never gonna take any advice from somebody I personally don't feel like is more like attractive or inspires me. Like if someone who literally doesn't have a good career is giving me advice, I'm just like, you're saying a lot of words, but your actions don't inspire me or make me feel like I should be better. So I'm not gonna take your advice. This man, y'all, and as someone who come from it, I feel like I can say it. Baby, he looked like he been wearing the same flannel jacket since he was 17 in the trailer park. No shade, because again, I'm from the trailer park. But I'm just saying, like, of course I literally make sure to try to carry myself to where I look, to me, I'm like, I like to look bougie and expensive. So it's like, but my thing is though, what makes you compelled to do that? And the whole rest of the weekend, like, it just, honestly, it was just a freaking mood killer. That turned out really well, actually. So we're good, we're good, we're good. I'm actually going to set that with my translucent powder this is by Patrick Ta. I don't remember what the SO on the front stands for. Shit. Anyways, it's setting powder. I got the mini one to see if I like it. That's what I was trying to show you guys and to get ready with me in the hotel. I guess I'll know whenever I review this footage what I actually said, and if I even give y'all an intro, or if I just went in to start running my mouth. I put this on the wrong sponge. I'm literally a hot mess right now. Okay, so I actually want to use my little powder puff to set this because I just feel like it gives a much smoother under eye. I'll use this for my forehead. That's okay. Because I normally just use my sponge to bake. I've been trying to use this powder puff because I actually really like it. Obviously, you know, the TikTok girl has got us on this, but I like it in general. I just feel like it does really well. So after that, I literally was just kind of like, you know, I laughed it off. And then I kind of like just marinated on it and was just like, people are really just so rude. It's not even about being judgmental. Obviously, I get it's Nashville. Maybe I was overdressed, but like, what does it matter to you? What? And then after he freaking said it and Haley jumped his ass, he immediately backed down and was like, I mean, you know what, you're right. Like, but my wife is, you know, saying that I need to be more blunt. And I'll be honest with you, by this point, I had checked smooth out of the conversation. I didn't give a shit what he had to say because I wasn't mad, I just didn't care. Like, he had no relevance to me. Oh, God, you saw how good that looks? I know I got that smoothing feature on this camera, but I'm telling y'all, baby, it's smooth over here. Like, it's so smooth. I love it. I love it so much. I think I got a hair in my eye. Shit! So, definitely got a hair in my eye. Anyways, so she's like, I need to be more blunt, and I wanted to be like, baby, when I heard that, even though I checked out, I almost want to turn around and be like, she probably meant be more blunt, like when she asks you a question, be honest and brutal and blunt like with her. That did not mean go around being rude to people just because you can. That does not mean just walk around everybody and be like, I'm like, okay, let's talk about the fine line between being blunt and being rude. Someone asks for your opinion, does this look good on me? You can nicely be blunt without being rude. I can be like, girl, that's not flattering on you. It doesn't give you the best look. Like, I'm gonna ask her, or if she's my best friend, what are you going for? She's asking my opinion. She's probably like that. But it's just like, if you're going for a certain like way that your body should be shaped or whatever, I'm like, girl, that's not as flattering as you're gonna even want it to be, and I can tell you that. Rude is when someone would ask your opinion and you straight up be like, you just look fat in that. Or that just makes you look like pale and ugly. Things you don't fucking say because it's rude. There's such a fucking fine line. I get it, it's hard. I've never ever felt like I said anything deliberately to hurt anyone's feelings. And I just couldn't even believe, like, I'm like, damn, 2 times in 1 weekend? See, most people would have right off Nashville like to ever come back. They'd be like, I'm done, right? I'm done. I'm gonna go in with my multi-bake face powder by Sephora, and I'm gonna use this big brush. And I'm actually gonna use this, and I'm just gonna lightly press it along underneath my contour and stuff. And then I'm gonna go back with my Charlotte Tilbury powder. Like, so this isn't a translucent shade, but I feel like it also looks kind of medium, if you're honest with you. I'm putting it between where I baked and where my bronzer's starting, because I just like it smooth right there. So I went in the bathroom, and you know, I used the bathroom, and that girl in there, Haley's pretty sure that was his wife. But if it was his wife, let me tell you something right now. If my man ever, and this might make me sound really fucking rude, but if my man ever just blatantly told some woman in front of me that something she was wearing was ugly, I would honestly either send him the fuck home or break up with him. Because who you date is a reflection, I feel like, of your energy. And I always see these posts that's like, oh, you should stand by somebody even when they're wrong, when they're this. I'm like, yes and no. Yes and no. If somebody is literally doing something immorally wrong that goes really against what you believe in, like, I'll be honest with you, this is such a very far-fetched statement, but if your husband looked at you and said, so-and-so made me mad, I want to murder them, are you going to support him because he's your husband? No, Bonnie and Clyde want to be. We're not killing people just to support each other, okay? We're not doing that. But insulting women and talking about their appearance or what they're wearing to their face, we're not doing that. I will never allow my man to do that. So the fact that she was just like, if it was her husband, she's like, I love your energy talking to Haley, like, he's just da-da-da-da, or whatever the heck she said, because like I said, I checked out, y'all. No ma'am, I don't care if we got kids, I would have literally been like, you can get over and go home, because I'll be dang. Because you know what that means? That means when she's seen you, I'm gonna go in my Charlotte Tilbury in medium. That means that when she's seen you with him after he insulted you, she is in me. That means they immediately associated that you allow that too, or you also dog women. And I just don't want that kind of energy. I'm so sorry. I don't want people to associate me with someone being rude like that, because I just don't think it's something, it's just not it's just not what I want to surround myself with. My dog just scared me. The way he came up the steps, it looked like a shadow of something that the dog, and it scared the shit out of me. Now I'm actually gonna take this over my contour a little bit, just to kind of honestly like soften it up and blend it with my face. So yeah, there's that story time. And I just wanted to like touch on that with like, to let y'all know, there is things that people are gonna say to you your whole life, and there's just nothing you can do about it. Like, you're just gonna have to accept it. Does that mean I'm never going to wear nice bougie clothes if I ever go out to Nashville? Because like I said, some people would have write the city off, like, I'm never going back, that place is awful. First of all, most of those people are probably just tourists. They probably weren't even locals. I don't give a about them. I don't. So I'm gonna wear whatever I want still, and you should too. You shouldn't let first of all, one person who says something to you again that means nothing shouldn't bother you. It should not matter to you. I'm going to contour this nose, use my bronzer. I'm gonna go in with this Morphe. That's my blush. Let me go grab that. And then I'm just going to line my nose. I always use my compact mirrors, you guys see, even though there's a mirror right in front of me. But I just like to be really up close and personal when I contour my nose, just so I can really see what I'm doing, like, up close. Because I feel like when you go outside in the sun, if you overdo this part, it just looks like you got 2 straight brown lines on your nose, not like that. And then I'm gonna go up into my brow bone, so it looks like we are faking the nose contour. I'm talking in that voice because I know y'all seen it look like a pterodactyl. If the men find out we can shape shift, they'll tell the church. Don't let them know that we can shape shift. Oh my god, that was hilarious. It's literally all I ever think of when I say the word contour. I'm a contour. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. And I'm gonna take my bronzer like always and put it on my lids. This is literally exactly how I did my makeup the night that we went out there, and this is what I was gonna show y'all anyway. So I am gonna change up my lip combo today though, just because like I literally love the lip that I'm wearing constantly, but I feel like I'm hating on my really good browns. I need to go back to those. I don't know what you're looking out the window for, Edgar. There's nothing out there. There's nobody out there. I just don't get it. He just be staring out the window. Okay, now I'm gonna do my brows off camera next, and I don't know why, but y'all know I can't be talking to you and doing brows at the same time. It isn't gonna happen. So, yeah, I'm gonna do my brows and then pop back in. I don't know what is wrong with me, but I'm to the point that I hate my brows. No matter how, quote, good they're shaping or they're looking, I'm just not liking them. Like the past like week, even when I was in Nashville, I was like, I just don't like how they're, I don't know, maybe it's just the way that I'm doing it. I don't know. I've always done them the same, but I'm not digging it. I don't like it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Whatever, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna take some of my blush and I'm gonna use this on my actual lid. Just like on the bottom part. I don't want to overdo it. I feel like I've literally changed up products a little bit, but not changed up like my actual makeup, if that makes sense, in a while. Like, now, I have a really pretty idea that I want to do for this holiday party coming up, and I'm definitely gonna film that. So you're probably gonna get another Get It Ready with me very soon. I just love how that looks. Then I'm gonna take this black liner, and I'm actually going to have to get up close in the mirror for this part, so BRB. Okay, so I just put some liner on the lower lash line and at the top so that I can smudge it out and then put lashes on. I'm so sorry, this lighting is awful. I feel like I regressed with a getting ready area moving in with Nash. Like, I miss having somewhere to sit. We were gonna bring my flower wall in here and like set it up somewhere, but honestly, they ain't know where to put it. Then I'm gonna go in with this brown shade in this Carly Bible palette, and I'm gonna tap off the excess with a pencil brush, and I'm just going to blend it out to make it a little smoky. Honestly, this doesn't have to be perfect because I'm gonna be real with you. Once you put lashes on, it kind of just like smokes it out itself. I just kind of missed having a grungy eye look, and I feel like even though I love the little light makeup look, it's winter, baby, and that's when like you get to wear like your good full glam because you ain't gonna sweat that shit off. And I always flick it up a little bit right here, you know, just a little, yeah. So now it's like really smoky. And now I'm going to go ahead and do my blush. By the way, I'm using the NARS blush in shade Torrid. It's like a peachy, peachy pink, but it's really like a kind of like a deep coral to me. Like, it looks more pink, but when it's on, I don't feel like it looks like baby doll pink. Does that make sense? And I actually pat it on. And this is my favorite blush brush. This is a Jaclyn Hill brush. I got it for Christmas last year. It's the most smooth applicating brush ever. Yes, I go overboard with blush. I like to dab it, and then I smile and brush it up the cheeks all the way. And I actually bring it up a little bit under my eye. And I know you guys noticed that I still haven't brushed off like the baking powder, but that's because that powder right there is so light that almost there's not really any excess when you use the little powder puff. Like, it's barely like, it's like the lightest baking technique ever. So there's not like a ton of excess to brush off anyways. And I'm gonna take this in between my contour and my highlight area, put some blush up there. I feel like it just looks a little bit more like I'm bringing life and alive back in general to my face instead of just like the harsh like contours and the highlight. I like a little warmth in there, just a little blend it out. And then on the chin. Then we go back in with my bronzer. I'm going to bronze contour this. This is called a bronzer, but it's so flat to me that it's like a contour, to be honest. So it's like a mix to me. I don't think it really looks like a bronzer. Make this jawline sharp. I know, look, there's like a slight hoppiest get ready with me ever, to be honest, in my eyes. But guess what? We're getting ready for work, so why not? And I go back in with my powder brush that I've seen to misplace when I was talking. Oh, it's right, you. Yeah, I'm actually gonna use this one because it's the one I ended with, and I'm just gonna go all along there and just kind of buff it out, make it look smooth. My sink is a mess after I do this, and Nash hates it. He's like, why do you do this to me? I'm like, I'm so sorry. Then I actually gotta go back over a little bit right here where the blush makes the highlight on the T-zone on the face, and just kind of blend that forward a little bit. I don't think y'all can see, it just makes it look smooth right there. So now, like I said, I didn't brush anything off underneath my eyes, so I'm gonna tap in for the excess powder with this brush, tap it off a little bit, and then I'm gonna go in and just kind of press and then wipe and buff right through here, because I just feel like it, honestly, I'm about to dip it in this one if I wasn't careful. I feel like that's just a better way. And then I go through and I just brush inwards to where my nose contour was, because it's also powder, so it just, I feel like it blends really easily. And then wipe a little bit right here with the same brush, and then the face is pretty much done in that aspect. Oh, that shit smells so freaking good. Let it dry. And then as it dries, I'm gonna go in with my, you know, I just realized. My liner is in Nash's car. So it's a glue liner, so I'm gonna do lips. And then I think that I can just use this setting, setter glue, whatever, from my individual DIY lash kit and do that. So I'm gonna do my lip liner. This is the Refi in shade, in the shade Fawn. This is the lip sculpt. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't really care for the setter on this, and I hate that I don't. I don't know if I'm not using it right, but I just don't care for it. So I know you guys seen that I went really low. I'm literally gonna do that, and then I'm gonna let this set for a second, and I'll spray a little setting spray on it actually. A little extra. Then I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Gloss. This is in the shade Sweet Mouth, just to give me like a little pink in the middle. You know? I don't love that, but I don't hate it. Like, kind of suck. My lips have a really pretty pink shade to them anyways. So let me see if I can get these lashes on, and I'll touch back in. But so far, ooh, the makeup it's looking good. It's looking good. Okay, that actually worked out really well. This eye has a little bit thicker sealant on it, but these look so good. And I just darkened that lash line up a little bit more. I need to find my mascara. I swear, I think it's in this vehicle. So that's pretty much it. Baby, the face looks so good. Let's do this hair. Oh, I love these lashes. I don't know what they are. This one's literally on this side a little more up though, and I want this one to be a little more up, so I'm just gonna keep pressing it till it's up a little bit more. Okay, let's do this hair. Okay, the hair is done. I just used my hot brush, just a little hot brush, and curl it out the ends and flip my bangs. You know, like I said, just it's already blown out with a little oomph. And I use literally, guys, when I say a smidge of this, because I love the scent and I'm trying to make sure I like it. It's the Kenra Platinum Silkening Gloss. I actually got it the other day in a vlog that I don't think is going up yet. This one will go up first. And I absolutely freaking love this. But I used too much the first time, I think. But I used like literally less than a quarter. And baby, I feel like we are ready to go. So I can get on my uniform, put in my earrings. But I feel like we look so cute. I actually really like my lips today, so I love you guys so much. Hope y'all enjoyed this episode of Vlogmas. I will see you guys tomorrow or the next episode, whatever. I love you. Mwah. I'll see y'all in the next one.